Hey everybody, GC13 here. Kid Cosmic released on Netflix on February 2nd, and now that the hype of a new release has died down, I'm here to carry the torch and recommend it to those of you who missed out on the initial rush of word of mouth. Now, in order to sell you on Kid Cosmic, I'm obviously going to have to tell you a little bit about it. The bigger spoilers I'll save for later, but if you don't want to know anything about the show at all, then you already have the title of this video. Yes, you should watch Kid Cosmic. If you need more though, then before you go, just look at the creator of the show. Craig McCracken, a veteran of the industry. He's the creator of the Powerpuff Girls, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, and Wander Over Yonder. That should be enough hits to recommend the show to you spoiler-averse folk. For the rest of you, Kid Cosmic is the superhero origin story for Kid Cosmic and the local heroes. After discovering 5 cosmic stones of power in the desert, the kid ends up forming a superhero team. There was a reason those stones ended up on Earth, though. Every bad guy in the galaxy is looking for them, and they're not going to stop just because they've ended up in the hands of some budding heroes. If you think that would make this an episodic, Bad Guy of the Week cartoon, though, you'd be wrong. Yes, our local heroes need to learn pretty quickly how to use the power rings the kid made with the stones, but alien attacks are handled in montages rather than having episodes built around them. What we're interested in here is in the building of our super team, taking a bunch of people, and a cat, who only vaguely know each other and bonding them together through struggle and triumph. Before I go into a more spoilery explanation of the plot, I also want to mention the whole visual and audio style of the show. Visually, Mr. McCracken was trying to call back to old newspaper comics, like The Adventures of Tintin and Dennis the Menace, how they were able to be both believable and cartoony at the same time. The kid doesn't just read comic books, it looks like he lives in one. If Kid Cosmic's visuals are retro in their style though, its soundtrack is as well. Moe's Oasis, a diner we find ourselves in frequently over the show's 10 episodes, has a jukebox, and that's exactly how I would describe the music in the show, like something I would expect to hear on a jukebox. Even the comic books featured in the show were rooted in an earlier era. With their price of 25 cents, the Kid Cosmic comics shown at the start of each episode's end credits place themselves back in the Bronze Age, which published during the 70s and early 80s, though the cover design itself calls all the way back to the early action and detective comics covers, from the late 30s where Superman and Batman got their starts. So, even though the show takes place in the modern day, it really sells a throwback aesthetic. It has its own identity, visibly and audibly, and it all comes together into one delightful package. Does that sound interesting? I sure hope so. But maybe you're curious for more. Maybe you want to know what kind of story that Kid Cosmic tells. Well, if you want to know, listen on. I said before that these 10 episodes are the origin story for Kid Cosmic and the local heroes, but that's only half true. Yes, while all 5 of our heroes have to learn how to use their powers, most of their hard work is handled in the background. What we actually get to watch are the struggles of Kid Cosmic himself, his rise from being a kid who reads too many comic books to a real-life superhero. And I won't lie to you, the origin story that this series tells can get a little sad in the middle there. It's not easy being the guy whose superpower is he can fly when you're on a team with a giant, unstoppable brute and someone who can fling portals around the battlefield. You just have to trust that our hero-to-be is being brought low so that he can soar even higher. How does all of that sound to you? Are you ready to check out Kid Cosmic? Maybe you already have. Let me know down in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't, and make sure you subscribe to the channel for more cartoon videos.